Hey, Latinos in Clinical Research. Thank you so much for being with us today. So this is a really quick video, again, just to kind of do a hard kickoff on the collaboration that LACR is doing with Save Our Sites conference. We're really excited about this. This has, been a long time coming, and we have a lot of plans. But today, really, we're just going to kind of give the reasoning as to why we're here, what we're doing, and the movement going forward. We will obviously be coming back in here to give you guys more updates, but we'll go ahead and start with Monica. Go for it, Moni.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Monica Cuitiva, and we are thrilled to announce this exciting collaboration in between Save Our Sites and Latinos in Clinical Research. As together, we aim to amplify our shared missions of fostering inclusivity, diversity, and innovation in clinical research. So this is a great opportunity for us because we're going straight to the root, which are the sites where many of these things happen, including bringing diversity for patients, bringing the workforce. So the sites are basically the root for this. And this is very important because through the conference, we're going to be able to learn a lot more. We're going to be able to share a lot more and also obviously network and get to know more the sites. And this collaboration is going to be nothing but amazing.
Sure. And Judy?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is Judy. And as Monica mentioned, we're excited to be part of this conference. We want to have direct contacts with sites. We want to bring the knowledge to them and have a bigger impact in the industry. We want to make it accessible and easy to get this knowledge in person for sites, even the ones that are new to the industry and that can't afford to attend these larger conferences. This is an affordable conference. It's going to be in Oklahoma City. The registration is reasonable, but what you're going to get from the conference and the topics and the connection and the networking is going to be well worth the investment and the cost of you attending. So I definitely recommend you really consider going. As a site owner, if I go to conferences, I go to network, I go to learn more. I'm always looking at how I can improve what I can do at our site, how I can improve what our staff can do, how we can be more efficient in what we do. And this is SOS is going to be perfect for those small, medium, large sites, exactly for that same reason. The one we hosted in February, that's what we kept hearing. People were excited that they were able to connect. They were able to actually talk to each other. They were able to still collaborate after that conference and still keep in touch. And that's what we do as site owners, as site representatives. If there is a site that is doing something great, if they're successful, if they're efficient, we want to talk to those people. I want to learn from those people. You also want to learn from us if we're doing something great. And this is one of those conferences where you're going to have that direct interaction with people face to face, and it's easy. So I definitely recommend and looking forward to seeing all of you there.
100%. And, as Monica and Judy both mentioned, right, the reason for this collaboration is one, as you already know, we make content free and available to all individuals through LACR. We believe that money should not be a hindrance, just as much as race, ethnicity, background, sex, gender, etc. And SOS, although of course it's not free for the reasons given that you have to create the event and all those types of things, but we are making it extremely affordable. SOS for a 2-day conference is at the moment $300. Prior to that, with the loyalty, was at $150. You can't beat that. There's not other conferences doing that right now, especially at the 2-day end, and then to do a whole full focus from front to back end of the site, complex issues and all those kinds of things, having pharmacists, lawyers, etc., coming in and giving advice, right? And so these things are really important. SOS is doing amazing things, and LICR definitely wants to get behind that because we know that grassroots is important. We need to be able to directly help affect the sites as well as the patients. In order to do that, the sites need to be the number one focus right now, right? So first of all, thank you so much for everybody being here. We really appreciate all your comments and your support. Really appreciate it so much. So what is SOS? Oh, go ahead, Monica, go ahead.
I would like to add something out here. It's just that about the roundtables, because this part is very important as we invite the public in general that that are going to participate in the SOS conference to be actively um, um, asking or requiring us specific topics for the conference. So the roundtables are done every month. So I invite you all to also be part of that, because if you want a specific topic to be in the conference, that's the best place to let us know, so we can then discuss all these topics that everybody has been asking for, so we can work on that. So that's a very important part of the conference, that is not just us deciding which topics we want to see, but it's everybody that is involved in this. And in addition to that, I would like to mention that we, besides being Latinos in Clinical Research co-founders, we also are site owners, monitors. I mean, in the team we have it all. So that's something that is also very important, because we bring in all that experience to the table.
Yes, and to to mention that one, what Dana just mentioned here, we cannot forget the frontline workers who are featured. No other conference does this. Definitely 100%. We give focus to those of the front lines. We've had ground sessions on that, covering those aspects of what they experience, how to keep and retain, all those kinds of things. But definitely very important to note that the total experience that we bring is, I would say, around 30 to 40 some years of exposure from CRO to site to sponsor level. We do, as Monica mentioned, we have SOS round tables. Our next one is on September 20th. It is a Friday, and it's in the morning. Judy, Monica, if one of you can put the SOS saveoursites.com link, as well as the LinkedIn link there. You guys go and follow, please, if you are interested in learning more about this. Again, this is free content, free learning. The conference itself is not, right? It's a 2-day event, but again, we invite you to showcase yourself and provide some feedback. We will be doing some polls on already submitted topics, but we are still wanting to hear your feedback. Judy and Monica, if you can also provide the admin at saveoursites.com email. So if you do have topics or interests that you'd like to get covered, by all means, please go ahead and share that with us on the email. We're collaborating as much as we possibly can with the audience, because we need to give it back to you, right? So, and that's what we're doing here. And this is why LICR is really proud of this collaboration. Another thing to just discuss in general, right? What is SOS? It's Save Our Sites. As a Save Our Sites conference, it came together because it was a bunch of individuals that realized that, as much as we do like the conferences that are out there, and they do have, their benefits, right? They've gotten very big, and we still feel like intimacy is important. A one-on-one direct contact, getting to know the sites and communicating directly is extremely important. And so what was at our inaugural conference this year in February, that just passed, our very first one, we were able to communicate with everybody at the events, at the event itself, the pre and post event. And it was a lot of fun, right? And we got to know a lot of people. We got to hear people's problems and discuss solutions and all those kinds of things that are not necessarily as focused on these other conferences, right? So that's what we do. What can we expect at this coming up Save Our Sites conference? It'll be March, at the end of March, mid to end of March in 2025, but we're already prepping for that. We do, like I said, the next roundtable is going to be over the session topics. So please, go ahead and join. It's going to be September 20th. It's on a Friday in the morning. Again, if you go to our Sarah Sets LinkedIn page under events, you will see that there. Click attend. I think we already have a little over 350 people marked as attending. Not that everybody will show, of course, because it's during a workday week, but still, nothing. It's still great to know that people will be interested in learning more about that. It will be in Kansas City, sorry, Oklahoma City, apologize. Oklahoma City, this is where Brad, one of the co-founders, Brad Hightower, if you already know him, this is where he's from. So it's, initially was in Arizona where Dan's at, now it's where Brad's at. And it's going to be a really great event. We actually have some surprises coming up. We're actually pretty excited about them. We won't be announcing them until later. But the whole focus of SOS is to bring sites first, bring their issues first, especially during right now. A lot of sites are trying to find a way to be able to be more economically stable during this time of economic issues, right? And so we want to kind of give that platform to help them, give the options for them to talk to people in the industry that are already very well experienced, and being able to go out and get more exposure and understanding of what's going on. Right, so we're going to go ahead and kind of look into these different comments real quick. If you guys have any questions, please put them in here. Monica, thank you for sharing. This is our LinkedIn page, linkedin.com/company/save our sites. And then we have, thank you for sharing. Yes, please continue to promote. Looking forward to collaborating with LICR. I love your work, and you have a Latino champion at the sponsorship level. Thank you so, so much. We really appreciate that. We do want to collaborate with as many people as we possibly can, with, of course, knowing that the main focus is, one, for LICR is our members, ensuring that we always give back free to our members, and through SOS, ensuring that we are always giving back to the sites, because if we give back to the sites, it gives back to the patients and to the progress of clinical trials, right? Very, very important. Sandra, I'm here to help if you need any. Thank you so much. Please email the Save Our Sites email, the admin@saveoursites.com. We want to hear that. Please let us know as we're going through the process of creating everything. We are waiting to certain time frames and milestones before we start reaching out for volunteers, etc. And so that is something that you're interested in. We'll definitely reach out to you. Just make sure you go ahead and email us.
And I wanted to add, Ashley,
Yes.
so this conference is geared specific to sites, but we are definitely also reaching out to sponsor CROs. I'm part of the sponsorship team, so we do want to bring in these sponsor CROs that are trying to do more with sites, that want to recruit more patients in the various communities where these sites are. This would be the perfect conference for you to attend. So definitely reach out to us at admin@saveoursites.com, and we can send you more sponsorship information regarding that, or see if there's something we can put together, which is something we're looking at, to have sponsor CROs connect, maybe some kind of panel, something as part of the conference, but we're still in the works with that.
Yes.
Yeah, and especially if they want to discuss about diversity, this is the perfect conference for that.
Yes, and on two of those points, what Judy just mentioned, because this is an affordable conference, what we did notice on our very first one was that the sites that are actually there that attended were some of those that were either starting new starting sites, sites that were actually in borderline areas of the Mexican border, but also, again, sites that are in areas that maybe still growing with their population and still growing as a site themselves. So these are typically sites that don't aren't usually able to go to these other conferences that are bigger, that are more expensive, right? And so this is obviously a population that, as a sponsor, CRO, and even vendor, you're getting access to certain sites that you normally would not gain access to, and that's what we're very proud of. This is something that we take pride in. We do hope to obviously continue to grow out more. We had about 500 from the last conference. We do suspect more this time around with the bigger events and the more reach that we're doing this time. So if you're a vendor, sponsor, CRO, and you want to connect, definitely do that for us. And then to add real quick, Money, to what you mentioned, the last point, as far as sorry, can you state that again, what you last mentioned? I had it in my head and it just slipped.
About the sponsors connecting with the sites, because this is the perfect scenario, the perfect place to collaborate and have those talks about diversity.
Yes, there you
That
go.
last year, the diversity breakout room was mind blowing. That was one of the best ones I would like to mention, and I'm sure this year is gonna be very interesting. Obviously, it's gonna be different kind of topics, and how can we help sites also to improve this part, right? Because this is for the best of all of us. Something that, just to piggyback on what you were mentioning, many rural sites were in this, including international too. We had
Yes.
international sites, so this
Chile,
is
Argentina.
yeah, and Canada, even, I mean, many other countries. This year we opened the registration around 3 weeks ago, and we already have I mean, it's mind blowing how things have been going, and I have seen people from overseas purchasing tickets too. So very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then, well, like I was mentioning with the diversity, one thing we want to be very clear about is that we are aware of how many conferences there are out there. And Judy, Dan, Chris, Monica, even Brad, especially Brad right now, is Brad, I believe, is in Boston at another conference. We're all going to conferences, we're all seeing the topics that are being discussed. So we want to make sure, one, that we're not replicating information. Two, we want to make sure that the delivery of this information is not the usual norm as well. And this is something that we're going to discuss on the roundtable. We want to make sure that it's actually engaging and it's something that you will be interested in watching and not just sit there and maybe get bored. There were some things that happened last year that we made it fun, interesting. We did dress up. It was a bunch of really cool stuff. It was very engaging and fun. But to speak on the diversity end, this is not the usual diversity talk. I mean, being a Latina myself, and then, Judy and Monica, we know how those conversations go, whether you are from an ethnic background or not. If you've been to one, you've been to two, you tend to get, at least in my opinion, I tend to get bored of the topics because they're the same things over and over again, and it's not pushing the dial, right? It's not making moves, it's not making waves, it's not really helping sides or individuals to actually be able to make change. And so these are the things that when we are discussing, these are actual actionable items you can take back. This is not stuff that is just there to sit in on, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
great that you mentioned that, because I
Right.
mean, obviously we have been hearing about diversity for, I don't know,
Mhm.
maybe 3 years now, like over and over and over again. And we don't want anybody to get more about it. We want actually to have something that you can take and use.
Right. Right. All like as I mentioned, all clinical trials should be inclusive of all patients. So when we talk about diversity, when I talk about it, I talk about not just race, ethnicity, as Ashley mentioned, but gender, physical capabilities, all diagnoses that they have that they're included in these trials. And these trials are coming to the communities where these patients are suffering and where they have these conditions, because we're still having an issue. We still have an issue that we're not recruiting the patients that we need to recruit. I'm on a bunch of trials that they're behind still on recruitment because they're not going to the right sites and the right communities to get the patients. So I think there's still that, what is it, this misconnection, or that we're not connecting correctly. And so I think it's definitely imperative that we keep talking about this and we find better ways of doing this. And it's going to require an investment from all areas and all parts of the industry, not just sites.
A
So this is the
hundred.
perfect conference for that.
100%,
Yeah.
and that's definitely something that we're touching on, but also making sure that there is actual like
Mhm.
implementation again, right? We
Hmm.
want things that you can, like, for one of the things that was the biggest hit is how do we effectively showcase the diverse, how we would address recruitment and how we can get more funds. And Judy, you
Mhm.
went through your amazing example of what your site does, and a lot of people had takeaways, and we're talking about it for some time too. So those are the
Right.
kinds of things we're doing. All right, it's actual stuff that you can utilize. And Patty Mendoza, thank you so much for bringing this up. Yes, actually, we were talking about this last week. We're more than likely sometime before the end of September going to do maybe a quick session like this,
Oh,
very short, get people's talk about it, get people's feedback, and then do a submission. So keep an eye out for those posts. We have another comment here. I agree. We need to talk about plans and implement strategies to drive diversity improvement. We need to bring the ideas off the page and into reality. 100%. One of the things we're seeing is that people that are that are giving input or implementation, they either have no real site experience, more than 1 or 2 years, that, or they're from CRO or sponsor level. And mind you, all input is great and valuable, but the thing is, really, if you're not a site owner, if you don't have that direct experience or understanding, there's a lot of things that can get caught in the gaps, and we want to bring that to SOS. We want to get more feedback. We are on the back end speaking to these sponsors and CROs. We were trying to do our best to be your voice. So again, implementation, and getting involved with us is something that could help us speak easier for you, and also hopefully find ways to connect the sponsors directly to you guys. And that's what we're trying to do.
And I
Yeah,
wanted to
this is
ask that
a
actually, it's
sorry.
important that there are a lot of sites that are doing a lot of great things and they're turning that into reality at these sites. And a lot of these sites are the ones that are going to be at SOS. So it's also a great place to collaborate and find out what they're exactly doing and is that feasible and something you can do in your community.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course, this is
completely.
a synergetic kind of work, right? Because it has to be the sponsor, the CRO, and the site. And
Mhm.
what a better place than to do it than SOS, that there are the sites that are doing that. So the sponsors and the CROs can connect also, and we can listen to each other and see how can
Mhm.
we help the
We learn
industry
from
as
each
a
other.
whole.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And Jose, thank you for all of this. I think it will help a lot to get together and start working.
Mhm.
100%. You know, all these things don't happen overnight. Obviously,
Right.
we've been here with LICR for going on 4 years now. It's crazy how time is passing by. And, you know, we've been working in the backgrounds, trying our best to get these movements. You know, it's one thing to see it online and all these posts. You know, we're more in the back end, really trying to push these efforts forward, because it, you know, at the end of the day, if you know somebody's not doing it, it won't happen, right? And
Mhm.
so we're hoping to definitely do a lot of collaboration and get this moving forward. But real quick, I just, you know, wanted to, again, before we ended this today, it's going to be, again, just a short video just to kind of give our official kickoff of the LICR and Save Our Sites conference collaboration. Please go visit us at saveoursites.com. Go check out what it is that we're doing. Go look at the, you know, how the last and the first official SOS conference went. It was amazing. Go follow SOS on LinkedIn page, you guys. Please give us support, even if you don't show up. This just showing up virtually and giving support means a whole lot to us. Anything that you can do to really give that exposure. If you are interested, again, go to the saveoursites.com website. The registration is there. There's a discount for a hotel. Remember, right now it's for 2 days, $300 a ticket. It's an insane takeaway for the amount of information that's going to be given there. So, you know, please, and if you're a part of a site, bring your site people with you. Show that support, have them learn as well. We're all for that. Patty Mendoza, one can have direct experience for 30 plus years and work for a CRO, advocate for collaboration and not minimizing relationships. I have set
Mhm.
up 2 separate sites and find that kind of communication does not help. 100%. Yes, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate
Yes.
it. Yes, happy to host this. Again, we will be on here a lot more often. We're kind of switching the dynamic with LICR online. So you'll be seeing us, but please also tune in on us with Save Our Sites. Remember, our next um, roundtable with Save Our Sites is Friday, September 20th. I believe it is at 10 a.m. PST, you guys. Is that
Let
correct?
me double check. September
Let
20th. Hold
me
on.
check. Yeah.
Yes,
In the
it is correct.
All
Yes.
meantime,
right.
10
10
a.m.
please,
a.m.
PST.
PST.
please,
Please
yeah,
show up.
please, yeah.
Yes. Go
Please
ahead,
make
Moni.
sure you share and tag people. That's a lot of help also for us, because
Mhm.
obviously we want to bring your friends too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yes,
and reach out
please.
to us any questions. Definitely, if you have any ideas, definitely we want to listen to everybody.
And if you're going and you actually think you have a really good you know, potential topic to discuss,
Mhm.
again, we're open. We're
Yes.
not just bringing in people we
Yes.
know. We want to bring, you know, the unheard and unsung voices to the
Mhm.
stage, right? Because there's so many expertise out there, and you know, we're not tired, but we don't want to always see the same people
The
over
same.
and over again. They have great things to bring, great value, of course, but we want to bring in new people, you know, fresh blood,
Mhm.
experience, and all of that stuff. So
And
please,
fresh
you know,
ideas.
Yes,
yes,
fresh ideas.
fresh ideas are always good. All right. Well, thank you so much, LACR. Again, please like and share this once it's officially posted. Please share it like wildfire. If you know any people in the industry, if you are a CRO sponsor and you want to share it internally, medical institution, research institution, whatever, share it internally. The more that you share, the faster the spread, right? The easier that we're able to have that reach. So any and all of that is appreciated. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias para todo. And I guess Judy and Monica, if you have anything you want to end with before we officially go.
No, I just thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you all at SOS.
Thank you so
They like
much. Yes.
like our mission, our website say, together we grow.
Yes, together we grow.
Juntos crecemos.
Sí, yes. Muchas gracias todo. Again, if you have any questions or if you want to collaborate, email us at admin@latinosinclinicalresearch.com. If you want to collaborate with Save Our Sites as well, admin@saveoursites.com. Thank you guys so much. We love you. We will be here soon. Thank you.
Right. Bye.
Bye.